All right, good afternoon. Welcome to a Wednesday afternoon again. And my name is Travis Friday from the State Line Band. And today, I'm going to share something special with you. I'll share some gospel songs with you guys. And you guys are always requesting gospel songs, so I'm going to play some for you all. And gospel songs are really dear to me because that's where I exactly started my music playing at. And I started playing, my very first instrument was tambourine when I was 12. And I started off playing music at the Lighthouse Gospel Church in Cornfields. And at that time, my pastor's name was Joyce Much. And they had a prayer service one time, and there was a preacher there that was preaching. And he said, whatever you want, whatever you request, now is the time to come up to the altar and ask the Lord. And at the time, I was 12 years old, and I was so intrigued by the way the song leaders would sing all these songs, and these guitar players would be going up, testimony, this on guitar and down now, or drums they and down now. The main thing that really intrigued me was the drum set. And so I walked up to the altar, and the preacher goes, what do you want, young man? Ask of God what you want right now, and I'll pray for you. I said, I want to learn how to do all those things that are up there. He goes, you mean the preaching? I go, no. I said, I want to learn how to play music. I was like, I want to learn to play all those instruments that they're playing. And I want to do it to support myself someday. It's all I really want to do because it's intriguing to me. And I really want to do it. And he goes, okay, my little brother, he's all, let me pray with you. So he prayed with me. And maybe they're almost 42, 41. That was, I don't know how many years back. And here I am playing music. And I learned one by one each instrument. I learned how to play drums, piano, bass, guitar. And I learned how to do the sound system and also recording. So all this recording sound that you hear, I'm always working and fiddling with it every day. And we do all our own recordings too. So I guess you could say, God gave me that talent. And I'm always thankful for it every day. That he gave me this talent to sing and play. And most of all, my main goal when I play and sing is I want people to feel good in here from it, to feel relieved, healed. And there's only one thing that gospel songs really does, it's for the worship of God. And together, it makes people feel good too. And I'm glad that, he gave me that talent. And I'm going to share some of these gospel songs with you. And this song right here, this is called Chahashke Lakdendole. And back when I was going to church, I went from 12, when I was 12 years old to 17, I think. And from that time period, there was no youth in our church. It was only elderly people. Church go on and every Sunday, this was always the favorite one. There'll be no dark valley. And I don't know if you people remember those red books. It says DIGLOT, the favorites. And this song was always in there. And there was one too, it was a little black book, Navajo gospel songs. It was always page 79, this song was on there. It was called Chahashke Adendole. And we used to have some singspirations, they call it all church fellowship. I think it was every couple of Sundays. We would go to Clagato, to Greasewood, and to all these other surrounding churches with our church. And we would sing there. And I remember when people used to dance in the spirit, grandma's wow, when the spirit came down, they would sing the song and they would dance. And it was one of the most powerful things I've ever seen in my life and experienced, to be a part of that. And I'm going to dedicate this song to Yvonne Shorty's grandma too. Also to Sam James and all those Baha'i Woodmen, all those preachers from a long time ago. Because that's kind of where I grew up with, those elderly people. It's always been when I sing these songs. And then sometimes when I'm feeling down, and God by myself and here with the guitar. And it goes something like this. Jesus na tago akoronis chahaskesha dendo bekagi begongo angedo ayodo panini deya begande asado Chahaskesha dendo bekagi begango angedo dainisha dendo bekagi Jesus nana tago achodonis de bajo jogo de dotlas begango angedo ayo adobo nini deya begande asandole chahaskesha dendo bekagi begango angedo Cha dendo bekagi Jesus nana tago achoronis de bajo joni nos is begango angedo ayo adobo nini deya begande asadole chahaskesha dendo bekagi begango eli bajo chetadole Jesus nana tago achodoni bajo jogo Jesus dejado God begango angedo ayo adobo nini deya begande asadole chahaskesha dendo bekagi begango angedo ayo adobo nini deya begande asadole chahaskesha dendo bekagi begango angedo begango angedo All right. Now this song I wrote when I was, let me see, I think I was an 8th grader. I wrote only the chorus I composed walking home at night. Sometimes the church band would leave from the Lighthouse Church and go all the way through the back roads back into Ganado, dropping everybody off, would go all the way, make a big old circle back by Burnside, go back through the housing, then finally drop me off. So I was always the last one to get off. So from my house to my grandma's house, it was only maybe about 2.5 miles. So to practice my singing, I would yodel and sing all the way home in the middle of the night. 10:30, all the way home. One time my grandpa came to the church and said, Travis, you know, I composed this song in in that area, and every time I used to come back down, and it would be about, let me see, it took me 45 minutes to get home from the church, walking home. When I got home, my grandma, she always just say, Haala na shiyaja. The ingabazah now, I say, yeah, I learned again. I was masana. Haala na shiyaja yego bohos behasi just now. And that word haala na, I went everywhere to try to find out what that word meant. To this day, I really don't know what it means, but my mom just told me that it might mean something like beyond precious. There's no meaning for it, but I'm still trying to find that word. But that's where I put this word into this song, Haala na Jesus, because it's the most precious word, and besides His name is the most precious of all. So them two put together, it's like I'm praising Him in that way. And this next song I'm also dedicate to the Carr family from Tonalia. They wanted to hear a request for their family, so this next song is going out to the Carr family. And I'm going to dedicate this song to Pastor Wallace Begay from Shiprock too. I always love to hear him preach on YouTube and on Sundays. And it goes something like this. All right, that song is on our newest gospel album, and it's called Haala na Jesus. And there's some other songs that I composed on there, but I'll save those ones for later. But thank you all for tuning in, and I hopefully you guys feel blessed and comforted by some of these songs. And back in the day when I was younger, that's all we ever did. We used to gather on Sunday, and we never had drummer or bass guitar player. It was only just this guitar player named Everett. He used to play all the chords for us, and we used to sing used to sing and practice a lot, and that's how I learned how to sing music. On top of that, Singspiration Na'atleho, the revival, I used to beg my auntie and my grandma, take me over there, let's go, you know. I want to watch Thomas Arviso. Our Thomas Arviso is bands playing over there, and our Larry Emerson, you know. And then I used to just sit there and watch those musicians jam out in front of me and play. And sometimes, you know, like I used to try to write out what they were doing on their hands on guitar, because in that time there was no such thing as phones, no such thing as cell phones. It was just all by looking. I used to take my grandma's old recorder, her little recorder, and record, you know, and try to do what those musicians back in the day were playing. I used to go to, I don't know if you guys remember Sister Nettie Jim from God's Power Ministry, you know, Gordy and those guys. I used to really watch them play a lot. You know, I used to watch Pastor Hinton, all those guys, all night jam session, you know. And thinking about that, I'm going to dedicate a song to all my friends down at White Mountain area, and down towards White River area, and also to Mary Rose Brown, and also to her mom. Her mom really taught me a lot of Apache words, day words, and I'm going to dedicate this song to her. And it goes something like this. DJ Gojo beke kona aila ke hotana aila na huesta Gojo Jesus padanta DJ Gojo beke kona aila na Jesus patantas DJ Gojo beke koda Haala Shedeyenga Ereshte Aila Bashech Hojo go be bahashni Shiri and God it is Aila Bashech Hojo go be bahashni Shiri and God it is beke koda naila na huesta Gojo Jesus padanta DJ Gojo beke koda naila na huesta Gojo Jesus padanta DJ Gojo beke koda Haala. Well, this is the day that the Lord has made, I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. All right. That's a praise and worship song that we used to sing all the time. But This is a request. It's a nameless request. They just want to hear this song, Where Could I Go? And this one's on our Be With Me album, the second album. And an elderly pastor is the one that taught me how to sing this song in Navajo. So it goes something like this.
All right. Thank you so much again for listening and tuning in. And I hope you get blessed by these gospel songs because they are sacred in itself, and it really heals your soul and makes you feel a lot better. That's what it does for me. And every time, sometimes I'm in this room, I pick up my guitar and get up and I just start worshiping God, and I feel better from it. But our new CD is for sale. Our third gospel album is called Haala, Jesus. And
I had to find one more song. I was like, what can I put on there? The last song, I tried figuring it out, and then I just prayed. I said, Lord, I said, help me to use my talent to maybe give me some lyrics that I can put on there for the last song. I don't know how to go about it. And 15 minutes later, just like that, I just wrote down these lyrics, and that's how the song came out. And I want to share it with you guys. It's called Out of This World. It's the only one that's English on that gospel album. Right, Ishla. And this song is a remembrance to all those gospel musicians that have moved on to glory, to the next world. And this song is about them. I'm not going to name who they are, but I'll be finishing these songs. And it goes something like this. I'm getting tired, so tired and weary. I keep looking to the eastern sky for my master to stand. Going home with Jesus when he comes again. Going home with Jesus, never to return no more. He's coming again. And I'm getting ready go on home, hey, out of this world. This cross is getting heavy, but I know very soon skies will open with the trumpet's call. For his children he'll call. Going home with Jesus when he comes again. Going home with Jesus, never to return no more. He's coming again. I'm getting ready to go on home, out of this world. He's getting ready to take us home, out of this world. All right. That's to check if you guys are still up. That sounded there. But I'd like to thank y'all for listening to me sing and yodel for a while. But hit the song to Johnson and to Nelly. And I also want to dedicate the song to my mom, my dad, Judy, and Leo. And also to my dad, Eugene Lewis, my father-in-law, also to Maxine. Calvary, come, let us in. Jesus, shine, God.
Haala, Calvary, benashni. Hazani karshisnele, shityi ashko, ayoshne. Inizini shit oshon, Calvary is baby. Jesus, shine God's creature. Jesus, shine God's October. Tani akis shanele. Haala, Calvary, benashni. Nas goyi shal goye age. Christ begagi kachit hojo. Hankodat abiyedeste. Calvary, big Christ, benashni. Jesus, shine God's creature. Jesus, shine God's October. Tani akis shanele. Haala, Calvary, benashni. Jesus, shine God's creature. Jesus, shine October. Tani akis shanele. Haala, Calvary, benashni.
All right. I'd like to wish you guys all a blessed afternoon and a safe evening. And thank you all for tuning in and listening to me again. And if you guys want to purchase the CD, call on my wife at 928-221-2086. Just ask for Merle. And thank you all for tuning in again. And Dean God's going to Thank you.